Hi, and welcome to the Virtual Hire Hand Team live blog. My name is Tiffany Parson, and with me is
Ashioma Isu.
and we're back to talk with you about social media, webinars, and repurposing. Today, we got a Facebook update, and it's going to cause us to have to make some changes right here on our Facebook page. If you're watching from Facebook, if you're watching from YouTube, it's going to require some changes over on our Facebook page specifically. So here's the deal. Facebook Meta, specifically Meta, is cracking down on how they define original content on Facebook, and I would imagine this will spill over into Instagram. This is something they've been doing for a while, but they have published specific details regarding what is original content. They have implemented tools that you can test before you post reels to see if there's anybody out there that is posting something similar or has already shared one of your videos or what have you, so you know if there's someone impersonating you. So they're very serious about original content. They're describing original content as you filmed it, you produced it, you're the creator or owner of the page or profile. That's one of the things they consider original content. What immediately came to mind was, you know how you have those reaction videos and you see the person and they're like, and that's all they're doing. They're not doing anything else. They're not adding any value to the video, nothing. Meta says enough with that. No more of that. You have to add something to the video that was all not in the original. So you have to add some value that was not originally there. What else? That's if you're remixing, clipping, overlaying. Those were the two main things in defining original content. Before I go a step further, did I catch them all? What's considered original?
Yeah. So again, like you said, Facebook wants reels, videos, photos, text posts only if the content is original or transformed properly. So again, you got to add value to it.
Yes. This includes aggregator accounts. So those that repost, reshare other people's content from multiple sources. So those accounts as well. And of course, we're looking at this update in real time and we're like, wait, that affects us as well, because we like to share with you all updates and information as it relates to social media, webinars, repurposing, websites, things that we provide a service for. So we reshare information that's from multiple places. So now we have to think about how we're doing that.
Yeah.
One of the things that came to mind is for us to put everything in our blog in one article and then have the link to our blog. And in other words, it goes to our original blog article where we reference different articles for that particular post. So it might be like this one, we're talking about the changes with Meta. We do our article, which is taking the transcription of our discussion here right now, transform that into an article that includes the link to what we are referencing. And then when we share it on our Facebook page as an article, we point in the comments to our link. And then from there, you can link to the original, where the original article came from.
That's a good idea, Tiffany.
Yeah, that's how we're going to have to do it, because what's happening is if your account is flagged, and we're just growing our page, we're trying to get our page to 100. So if you have not already followed us on Facebook, please, Virtual Hire Hand Team, hit that follow button. If you're watching on YouTube, we want you to subscribe on YouTube as well. And if you got a Facebook, hit the follow button on Facebook. The reason being is we love to be able to go live on Facebook. And a while back, Facebook changed their rules. You have to have 100 follows in order to go live. We're so close. We are like 18 follows away. So I went off track, but really want you guys to follow. So here are the consequences if Facebook deems your profile or page one of those that's always resharing other people's content and not adding value. Reduced distribution, loss of monetization eligibility, and then your account could get classified as non-recommendable. Nobody wants any of that to happen. So now it's time for everybody to get in their creative bag and do a little more. If you are just building your Facebook page, maybe you've been repurposing or you got stuff sitting, it's time for you to start building your Facebook page. If you've got repurpose recordings, hey, you've already got original content sitting. You don't have to even be concerned. If you have been doing reaction video or you've been doing faceless videos and you're resharing other people's things, beware. What they consider not original is when you're saying what's obvious in the video. You're repeating the obvious, like we can see that. It makes me think about when you're looking for a new house and the realtor takes you on a tour of the house and they're pointing out stuff that's here's the kitchen, and as you can see it has a farmhouse sink. It's yeah, I can see that. There's a skylight. Yeah, it's so funny to me them pointing out the obvious. Some stuff we can't see. Being present only, that's you laughing in the corner on the action video or just nodding. That is so annoying. And even watching those, I always like to try to find if they have tagged the original person. I'd rather go to the original person's video and click a heart or for the original versus the reaction one. Let's see, re-uploading existing content where you take down content from TikTok, put it on Facebook. We can still see the TikTok timestamp. Technically, that's repurposing, but that's not our repurposing. It's not how we do it. We would distribute your video to the different platforms separately, specifically for those individual platforms, and not taking it down from Instagram to put it on TikTok. I keep wanting to say Tubi when I'm saying TikTok. To put it on and still have the Instagram mark on it. No. Those days, you're still going to see it because I know people are going to still do it, but just know these accounts are going to get dinged for it. You can't even stitch multiple creators. So if 5 people said this and you're stitching it all, if you do that, you have to add something original to the videos that's separate from what they're talking about. It's good if you're using that as supporting evidence for what you're talking about, but then you add the value onto it.
Exactly. And speaking to that, I feel like even though we're sharing, we can give insights to how that could be used by creators, business owners to make it work for them. And I feel that also adding value, despite the fact that we'll be sharing other people's article. Yes. We can give a little bit of strategy of how this updates is going to work together to help their businesses grow. I feel that's also adding value.
Yes, definitely. Because it will be something separate from what was in the original content.
Exactly.
So if you are reposting, resharing, always think about what value am I adding? Yes, I want to share it for people to see it as well, but what value am I adding other than what the original person wrote or created?
Yes.
That's the main thing.
Which again, in our articles, sometimes we do that.
Yes.
We talk about the strategy of how, it's going to work, how you can use it to repurpose specifically around what we do, which is repurposing, webinar support, and social media. And so we're already doing that to a large extent.
It now makes us like really focused, making sure that we're not just sharing the information, but to make sure that we're really emphasizing what this means if you are producing social media content, if you are wanting your digital assets repurposed, if you are wanting to host a webinar, to really make sure that we're always going back to that instead of just giving the update.
Exactly.
I want to look in my note just to make sure. Oh, you talked about the protection tool. So on the flip side of this, you're creating your own original content. You can, in the professional dashboard, test out to see if any of your things have been somebody's reproducing your videos, because they've got those content protection tools automatically in place. It's gonna scan Facebook and Instagram for reels that are similar to yours. And if there's some type of match where somebody sees something that could be too similar, it's gonna give you a warning about that. So you will be notified on that. And if someone is impersonating you, they're going to detect that as well, which is really good, because now with AI, somebody can take your face and likeness and make you say something else, and it's not you. This AI stuff is really, it's a lot. It is a lot. If you don't see that you have this content protection tool in your professional dashboard, if you don't have it yet, it's one of those updates. You know how Facebook is. Everybody doesn't get it all at once. So many get it at a time, but if you don't have it yet, you can apply for it through Facebook's Rights Manager. So look for Facebook's Rights Manager and you can apply for the content protection tool, which we definitely will be making sure we do that. We want the protection, but we also want to see what our clients are seeing. We want to see what you're seeing from your side as well in your accounts. So overall goal, time to, if you haven't started doing it, pull out those audios you have from a long time ago, videos from a long time ago, repurposed. It doesn't even, it could be an old video that you did 10 years ago, but the information on that video is still good. And what you're saying can be used to create articles, to create text posts, to create a whole new video. So don't ever think that, oh gosh, I said this 10 years ago. If it's applicable to today, it can be used.
Yes.
It can be used. And if you're not sure how, you want to discuss it, you want a strategy session, comment in our comments below and we'll reach out to you in a private message and get a discovery call set up, because we want you to be on the positive side of this whole thing with Meta and their cracking down on original content. We want you to not be labeled as non-recommendable. We want you to be recommended. We want you to be able to monetize your content, and we want your content to be distributed and be on the explore page, for you page, different things like that on the various platforms. So anything else we need to add to this one?
I think we've said it all.
We covered it all. So Meta's updated their original content guidelines. We got to follow the rules. It's their platform, their rules.
Yeah.
And we all get to be on here for free unless you have upgraded to the different subscriber options that they have. But if not, hey, we're glad to be able to utilize the tools for free. That's both Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and any of the other platforms that will have their original content guidelines. I feel like Meta is getting the ball rolling on this. I haven't seen any updates in regards to TikTok or LinkedIn or X. I'm sure they will eventually have something, but for right now, this is applicable to the things that fall under Meta, which is Facebook and Instagram. So if you have any questions or comments, be sure to post those below. If you have not clicked the follow button and you're still watching and you have not clicked the follow, go ahead and hit follow. If you're watching on YouTube, you haven't hit subscribe yet, why not? Don't know why. Hit subscribe and be on the lookout for our next update. Thanks again and have a great day.